Hey, what's up, everyone? Trading Card Finds here, back with another PSA submission reveal. This one here, the theme that I went with was junk wax, junk wax, junk wax. And when I sent this was my fifth order that I submitted, and I had no idea what any of my grades at that point looked like. I had not received any of my submissions back, so I knew that I was taking a bit of a chance here by submitting so many cards from this era, knowing that if I didn't at least get nines, I was probably going to be losing a decent amount of money. So this is the sub. It's a lot of baseball cards. I also submitted some basketball cards. So let's get started with the review. This first card here, Michael Jordan card. This one was in my collection for a while. Unfortunately, I submitted 3 Jordans and none of them got 10s. That's the first one. Got a 9. This one is a hoops card. Also got a 9. And then this card here, I like this card a lot. This one got a 9 as well. This one is a pop 4 with 7 higher. I think this is one I got on eBay. The other 2 were in my collection for a long time. This one here, I really like this card a lot. I was disappointed it got a 9, but when I looked it up, it's a pop 2 with none higher. This one I think I pulled out of a value box. And I just really like the metal cards. I really like Olajuwon. This is a card I'm pretty pumped to have, especially just knowing now that there are 0 10s and only 2 9s. I think that one's a really cool card to have. This one here, I just like poster shots for cards, and this is a really cool one, a Penny Hardaway from 1993 Stadium Club. I'm a big Stadium Club guy. So to get this one back, this is definitely one that I was planning on holding on to, and I still am. I was hoping to get the 10, but I will take the 9 as well. This card here, I just thought it was a cool card. I bought this card for $1 online, and I looked it over when I got it, and I was like, man, it's just a cool card. I decided to take a chance. I really thought that it was also going to get a 10. This is one I'm going to hold on to as well. It got a 9. Overall, pretty happy, but just a cool card. This card here cracks me up just because I opened a whole box of 98 Fleer Tradition in 2020 that I'd had since these cards came out. I finally got around to opening it, and in my first submission, I sent another one of these cards in because I thought it was the better card, and it graded an 8. But when I looked this card over, like 2 or 3 months later, I was like, this card looks like it could get a 10 as well. And so the other one that I thought was better got an 8, and this one got the 9. These next 2 cards here I bought on eBay. They're Tiffany cards, both Don Mattingly. They came in a lot. This one, I just thought it was a cool card. I wanted to submit it. This one's probably going to go up for sale. It is Pop 49 with only 5 higher. This one's likely going to be available. The main reason why I got the cards was this 87 card here, because I'd read an article. If you look on the back here, it says Don's birth certificate states he was born in 1962, not 1961, as shown in most baseball cards. There was an article that was done a handful of years ago that kind of went through that fact and how that fact came to be on the back of this card. I thought it was really interesting. This is one because I'm going to keep it, I was disappointed to get the 8. This was, you'll see the lowest card next, but that one's understandable. I had hoped to get a higher one. This was probably the most disappointing grade in the whole order, but it's still solid. I'm still going to keep the card. I like it. But that was the lone 8. This one here is my favorite card in the whole submission. This is my George Brett rookie card. I bought this at a show not that long ago, raw. I mean, you can see the centering is off, definitely. But the card was really, really clean. So to get a 7, this one's the lowest grade in the whole order, but it's completely understandable for a 75 tops card. But I'm thrilled to have this one in my set. This one's not going anywhere. So this one and the Mattingly were my 2 lowest. So these next cards here, and the final stack here, I went to a consignment store early in the pandemic, and I found some boxes of cards. They were selling them for $5 each. I think it was 5 Donruss boxes and 1 score box. So we'll start here with the Donruss. I submitted these cards out of the 5. I was extremely picky about what I sent in. The first 4 cards aren't even player cards. So out of all the hundreds of cards that I sent, out of all the thousands that I went through from those cards, I wound up submitting 6 cards, and only 2 of them were player cards from the sets. So the first 2 I'm going to show you here, this one here is great. It's from the Leaf Preview set in the 1992 box of Donruss that I opened. On the back, I don't know if you could see it here. Yeah, it's hard to see. It says Preview on the back, very, very lightly. But there was, I think, 4 cards. Yeah, I think it was 4 cards, and I submitted 2 of them. This one here of Nolan Ryan got a 10. It is a Pop 19 card. So that's the first 10 that you're seeing. This one here is the Cal Ripken Jr. Leaf Preview card that I submitted, and it got the 9. I just thought they were really cool cards. I love the fact that it says Leaf Preview very, very faintly on the back. Yeah, you can kind of see it there in the light. This one got a 9. Probably going to sell this one. I'm probably going to sell the Nolan Ryan as well. I'm still thinking about it. 2 of the other cards that I sent were the Roberto Clemente Donruss Hall of Fame Diamond King. Now, when I opened up the boxes, these cards were wrapped in plastic. They were, I don't know how many per pack essentially within the box, but they were wrapped really tightly. And outside of the centering on the cards that you could see that was not all that great, the corners were just in such rough shape from being wrapped so tightly. These were on the front of all of them. I submitted 2 of them, and both of them got 10 grades. I'm definitely going to hold on to one of them. Probably going to sell another one down the road. I'm not sure when. But for now, I'm going to keep both of them and eventually sell one of the 2. Now, these are the 2 player cards that I submitted. The first one here, 1992 Donruss Ken Griffey Jr. This one doesn't hold a ton of value. It's going to be up for sale on my MySlabs page. Got the 9. And the Barry Bonds 1987 Donruss rookie card got the 10. So outside of the George Brett card, this one's probably my best card in the entire order. It sells for around $175 to $200. So really glad to get that one back. It's a 10. This one also. So now this, before I get into it, these right here are from the score boxes. So this is the first box that I bought, was for $5 at this consignment store. I then went to an LCS near me and bought another one for 10. So I had $15 total invested in it. I went through, you can see from the stacks, I didn't send a ton of cards in. I was really picky about the players that I sent. I was really picky about the condition. You can see that the stack of 9s is definitely bigger than the stack of 10s, so I was really glad how picky I was. I have more cards pulled aside, but I kind of wanted to see how this order went first. And with the prices where they are right now, I'm probably not going to be submitting any, definitely in the foreseeable future. I don't know if at all anymore. But this is from the 2 score boxes that I purchased. The first one here that I'm going to hold on to is the Ken Griffey Jr. insert card. I thought that this box here, and the reason why I went and bought a second box is because I really like the inserts. Now, to give some perspective here, I went when I bought these cards and I looked them up, and at the time I think there was only 12,000 total cards graded in this set. And there's a lot of Hall of Famers in there like Griffey, Frank Thomas, George Brett, Robin Yount, Tony Gwynn, Cal Ripken Jr. And by comparison right now, there's just over 14,000 cards still in this set graded. The 2018 Prism basketball set has over 307,000 cards graded. The Luka base 10 alone is over 18,000, which is more than this entire set filled with really cool inserts and Hall of Famers, which I just find unbelievable. I get it. This is from the junk wax era. I fully get that part of it, but it's still, you'll see. I really like these inserts a lot. You know, unfortunately, a number of them got 9s, like this one here. This Cooperstown card, Ken Griffey Jr. Really like this card a lot. As well as this one here, the Dream Team. Still debating whether I'm going to sell these or not. The Griffeys. Speaking of the Griffeys, the next one. This one I'm definitely holding on to. I had hoped that this one was going to get the 10, and it didn't, but I still really like this card a lot. I am definitely going to hold on to this card. These three go in the 9 pile. Frank Thomas. This is from the 90 score. I might have had this one in my collection actually separately. This is not from those same boxes. Got a 9. This is the Chipper Jones first round draft pick. Got a 10. And in one of the boxes that I opened, one of the corners had an issue, so I didn't send it. I could just tell you from opening up so many boxes and going through so many cards that I know that they were mass produced, but they were not mass produced to be submitted to get graded as a 10. I could just tell you, even as a 9, I was just genuinely surprised opening up brand new boxes. The centering on them was really bad. There was corner issues, edge issues. So I'd be really careful about what kind of cards that you submit from this era. I submitted both Mike Mussina cards that I got. One got the 10. And this one here got a 9. I'm probably going to wind up selling both of these. I also submitted both Frank Thomas cards. I knew these were going to be tough with the black borders, but I thought they looked really, really good. I knew one of them was going to get a 9. I don't recall the reason why. I knew one of them was going to get a 9. I thought one was going to get a 10. So that one got a 9. This one also got a 9. And then to round it out, I submitted the American flag card that was in there. I submitted both of those. This one got the 10. And this one got the 9. So you can see the stacks. They're respectable. I could still make some money on these with the 9s. Probably going to hold on to some of the 10s, sell a few of the 10s. And then there's the George Brett card. And what was the other one again? The Mattingly card. I'm definitely holding on to those. Those were the 2 lowest grades. So overall, I'm conflicted about my feelings on this submission because on the one hand, I'm really happy considering I had not received any graded cards back yet. I knew I took a chance submitting junk wax here. And I knew that if I got below 9s, I was going to be in a lot of trouble, at least in getting my money back. But I feel pretty good about it after, that I was able to get so many mint cards and gem mint cards. So I'm really curious about your thoughts below. Do you like junk wax? Do you think I made a good decision? If you're interested in any of these cards, I sell on eBay as user Suns932. I also sell on My Slabs. You can find me at Trading Card Finds and also on Instagram at Trading Card Finds. So if you can give this video a like, a comment, and subscription, I would appreciate it. Thanks again.